Hey guys, welcome back to the Chamber Guys channel. We are now in our two-part series of interviews with global business leaders. We are here with Mr. Carlo B, Tria, the president of Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. John, welcome back.
Yes, welcome. Thank you.
Before we proceed with today's questions, which many of you have always asked during our recent surveys, I would like to recap what we spoke about in part one for those of you who might have missed it. And if you have missed it, go back and click on part one to watch that. So in part one, John told us about Davao City in beautiful, beautiful Philippines. Now, honestly, guys, if you've not visited the Philippines, put it on your bucket list and go. You will be amazed by the culture and beauty and everything else that the Philippines has to offer. Now, in our previous session, we touched on the role of Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the role it plays in supporting the economic development of Davao City and the surrounding region. And we spoke about the current global economic uncertainty and how businesses in Davao and Philippines are affected. Now, moving on, let's talk about the industries in Davao City. John, what are some of the emerging industries and sectors in Davao City, and how is the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry supporting their growth and development?
Okay, maybe just to give a little history. Davao really was known over the last 100 years as an agribusiness hub. We started with producing hemp at the turn of the 20th century. And this is what brought a lot of migrant workers from different parts of the country, including countries like Japan, to work on the different hemp plantations. This was replaced eventually by coconut and most recently bananas. That's why Davao is really the banana capital of the country and one of the world's major exporters of bananas. They all go through, much of this volume goes through the ports of Davao. So, over the last 20 years, we have also seen a blooming of different industries, particularly the retail sector, which is why if you go around the city, you will see a lot of shopping malls, property development, because a lot of the areas outside of the old urban core are now being developed. I think it is important to note that in terms of land area, Davao City is the largest city in the Philippines and one of the largest in the world. We're actually larger than many world capitals in terms of land area. And that gives us the capability to have a very diverse economy in the sense that we can grow much of our own food and we can tap a lot of resources. And the people that we have here, as I mentioned earlier, brings a lot of expertise, a lot of culture, and a lot of ways of doing things that can really capitalize and sustain a local economy. So in the last 10 years, 20 years, we've also seen information and communications technology. We have a thriving information sector that has almost about 80 to 90,000 workers. And in the last 15 years, we have seen Davao as a tourist destination, particularly for meetings, incentives, conventions, and exhibition tourism, or what we call MICE tourism. So Davao is a hub for a lot of national and regional events. We have a lot of new event spaces, and there are some that are already under construction that can accommodate events of about 5,000 or more. And as many of our viewers know, when conventions happen, a lot of spillover tourism also happens. So this benefits not only the almost 2 million population of the city, but the almost 6 million population of the region as well. And being since Davao is blessed with direct international flights from Singapore, for instance, and I think there will be more in the coming months, this will actually boost this sector further and create a very strong multiplier for other economic sectors because when there are large events, food suppliers have a lot of customers.
That's true. Let's go in a little deeper. Can you describe some of the key programs and initiatives that the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry has launched in recent years? And from what you have seen and experienced, what impact have those initiatives had?
Okay. There are about 5 initiatives I can mention that I think your viewers will be interested in. Over the last 10 to 15, actually over the last 25 years, we have hosted and organized the largest agribusiness exhibition in Southern Philippines. This is the Davao Agri Trade Expo. This has brought thousands of industry players and customers together in one space, as well as showcased a lot of new technology which can process and grow different agricultural crops, including livestock. So this has actually been an annual flagship event that has enabled a lot of technology to enter the country, particularly in Mindanao, where we are. And a lot of businesses, I believe, have benefited from the different activities, the kind of networking that takes place in this large event. Over the last 15 years, we have actually been organizing the Davao Investment Conference every 2 years. And this focuses on other industry sectors, the ones I mentioned earlier, particularly the non-agribusiness sectors, where a lot of value is generated and created. And in particular, this has actually opened the door for a lot of investments in the property sector. That's why if you go around the city now, compared to what it was 6 years ago, you will see a rising skyline. And this is actually bringing a lot of value to investors and creating new spaces for entrepreneurs. Then in the last 5 years, we have been serious in promoting innovation, bringing together the academic sector, the government sector, through the different programs I mentioned earlier, like the Inclusive Innovation Center, because we believe this will catapult our industries into a stronger and maybe higher plane. Then, of course, in terms of policy advocacy, we have been pushing different government agencies or actually engaging with different government agencies in terms of ease of doing business, particularly the digitalization of many processes, because we think that this will encourage more businesses to enter entrepreneurship. And this in turn, innovation, ease of doing business, this is what will actually promote and strengthen the business sector moving forward, particularly the small and medium enterprises. Then, of course, in the last 2 years, we have actually been beefing up our corporate social responsibility programs, including programs that can spur trade and entrepreneurship in many of our less developed areas of the city. So this is where a lot of the equity will take place, maybe matching them eventually with business lines and value chains that can help bring their products to a larger market. So these are just a few of the many different activities that we have been engaging.
In fact, that already seems like a lot. You have a lot on
Yes.
your plate, and you are doing a fantastic job. Now, when we speak of your members, currently, what are some of the major challenges that your members are facing, and what action is being taken by the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry to assist them in moving forward in overcoming these challenges?
Okay, our members are categorized into different sectors. We have trade and industry, we have trade and commerce, we have the industry sector, we have the information community technology sector, the tourism sector. We also have the professionals and service venture sector, and of course the agribusiness sector. They're all being overseen by different vice presidents. And that's why earlier I mentioned that we started the year with a consultative assembly because we would like to know what their needs are, what programs they would like us to organize for them. Because we know that in the post-pandemic era, a lot of new realities have emerged. And the post-pandemic era touches the different sectors differently. It's there is no one size fits all approach. No, everything will need to be tailored in terms of the kind of policies that they think need to be pursued or promoted, the kind of business promotion that they would like to engage, and the kind of trainings that they think they will need. So we embark on a more tailored approach in terms of organizing the different events in line with our objectives. So this kind of, consultative process is what will encourage membership. And I believe that businesses, when they feel that a chamber understands their needs, they are more likely to engage a chamber.
Tell me, what do you feel about this? Because I do understand, and this is not just for Davao City Chamber, but it's across the board. When somebody takes up a chamber membership or a business association membership, they have to play a very active role in the events, in whatever that is organized by the chamber, to reap the full benefits. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, that's why the consultative approach enables uh, uh, us to address the needs that they feel, as well as the aspirations that they hold in their hearts. Because, again, the experience of the pandemic really forced many businesses to examine their own strategies. And that's why many of them have adapted in different ways. And so the chamber has to create that platform for them to exercise these capabilities, because normally, especially when you're talking to small businesses, they don't have a lot of time to think about strategy. And many of them might not be as enthusiastic, for example, about digitalization. So when a chamber, creates platforms for these to be discussed, it creates a new openness and it creates a new hope for many of them.
When you look at all your benefits that the chamber members can enjoy, if you were to pick one major benefit across the board, this is something that everybody benefits from, what would it be?
I think it would be business promotion. That would be the key benefit that many members expect. They would like to network with new suppliers, with new customers, and creating the platform for business promotion and networking, I think, is foremost on the minds of many current and prospective members. The second would be the different policies. When there are policies that they feel they need to engage, then the chamber also creates a platform for that. Then, of course, the third would be the different capacity building and training programs that can maybe harness the first two.
All that being said, how can businesses and entrepreneurs reach out to you to sign up for a membership?
Okay, of course, we have a website and we are active in social media. So if you can touch base with our members, with our professional management team, we have a staff that can process a lot of these membership applications. It will go through a membership approval process and an induction every time we have a general membership meeting to welcome them into the members community.
That's great. Looks like it's quite an easy process and very streamlined. Now, John, do you have any final words that you would like to say to aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners in Davao City and also to the global business community?
Okay, thank you for that. I would think there are two things that characterize the main uniqueness of Davao City, the region, Mindanao, and the Philippines that we are a part of. And that is, number one, a strong local economy. a large population, a young population that can really serve as a good platform for business growth. Secondly, the strategic location of Davao and the Philippines in the Pacific. We are the northernmost Southeast Asian country. Davao City in particular is the northernmost metropolitan area in the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East Asia growth area, which is a sub-region of ASEAN. We are the closest to the ports of Shanghai, Yokohama, Palm Beach in the United States. So investing in Davao gives you these unique advantages. The international linkage as well as a robust local economy where businesses and any investments can thrive.
We have come to the end of this interview. John, thank you so much for taking the time to share with us about Davao City, about Philippines, and about businesses, and also, more importantly, how you as a chamber can assist the entrepreneurs and businesses in Davao. I thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, folks. So that was Mr. John Carlo B. Tria, the president of the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. If you are looking to invest in or set up your business in Davao City, looking at the support that is accorded to members, it would be in your best interest to take up a membership with the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. John, who is here with me, will do everything he can within his power to ensure that you get the support and representation that you need. Contact details of the chamber are listed right below this video. As always, thank you for watching the Global Business Leaders series on the Chamber Guy's one and only YouTube channel. And remember to hit that subscribe button to watch more interviews with the movers and shakers of the business world. Stay focused, stay blessed, and stay safe. I'm Francis Michael, and I'll see you soon on the Chamber Guy.